Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome into the house. It is Coffee Break with Senabella, and I am super uber happy to see any of you here. And as you're here, I hope you enjoy your morning and that you're ready like me. I've got my favorite cup. It's called I Work So Hard So My Cat Can Have a Better Life. And I believe they are having the best lives of their lives. So how you doing this morning? Welcome in. I'm so glad to see you. Wherever you are, wherever you come in from all over the world, I want you to know that I am excited about being here in my second live show and that you've decided to join us. I don't want you to hesitate for a minute to leave a comment. And as usual, you know, blessings, blessings, blessings from around the world. As a mother, I have made a decision today. And that decision is to bring in my daughter, Naseem, and to have her join me for the show. And as a result of that, I've been more nervous about having my daughter on the show, like she's Beyonce, than if I've had anyone else on the show. So it's going to be interesting to see how things turn out. And I just want you to know that love is in the air and this is a whole new world. And we're going to make it the one that we want, aren't we? Yes, we are. Anyway, you know my morning mantra. It's I want to wake up feeling beautiful. But I'm going to get to that after I pay homage to the things that matter a little bit more at this moment, to just pay tribute to the people who made it possible for me to be here. We're on Female Solutions, and I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
And I'm Senabella, and I'm right back with you. So, how do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Right now, I'm feeling wonderful. So, being wonderful is just one thing, but having that frame of mind, getting it together, mental, emotional, spiritual clarity, well, that's where it's at, baby. And I'm about to put it right in the middle. I want to wake up feeling beautiful. 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 Beautiful. I want to wake up with the sun in my eyes and love in my heart. I want to wake up feeling beautiful. I want to wake up feeling beautiful. I'm beautiful. Hey, I want to wake up. I want to wake up. Yeah, yeah. I want to wake up. I want to wake up feeling beautiful. Beautiful. I want to wake up with the joy in my heart and love in my eyes. I want to wake up feeling beautiful. Wake up feeling beautiful. 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 Yeah, I want to wake up. I want to wake up. Yeah, yeah. I want to wake up. I want to wake up feeling beautiful. Now look, that is the mantra of mantras, that we take in ourselves, that we feel the love of ourselves, and that we wake up paying homage to our lives and wake up feeling beautiful, mind, body, and soul. So I encourage everybody to get in here and start singing that song and making it yours, because that's what's up, right? That is what's up. So I want to just pivot back real quick And I want to, again, bring in the perspective that puts us into the female solution and how you can be a part of who we are. Just give me a second. I'll be right back with you. You ready for me? Because I'm ready for you.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
I like the sound of that. While your business is making you money. Don't we all want to go to sleep and just see all of the cash load up, and then we can do all these wonderful things that we think in our heart and our mind and souls that we want to do with it, other than shopping and going taking care of our so-called self-care, but the care of our community, the care of our world. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? So don't forget, check out Female Solutions when you think of the solution of how you want to expand and have more access to more people, and people of a certain kind that are females in particular, and do it here at Female Solutions. So look, this morning, I'm going to segue into my pre-introduction or invite for my daughter to come in. And I want to talk about being a mother. And the reason I'm doing that is because I solely believe that I'm here the way that I am because of my mom. Now, I'm not going to show any pictures of my mom or talk about my grandma, Senabella, whom I'm named after, which I've just done. But I want to talk about that soul journey of being a mother. And every one of us has a different story, how we became mothers, not so much that we didn't get pregnant and carry our children 9 months alike, but that the journey was different for all of us. And then becoming that mother, who would we be? How would we take care of our children? How do we secure our places in life? The intuits that I often speak of is that we aren't always aware that we are in fact that as we come into the first stage of our maternal instincts and caring for our children. So today I'm excited to bring Naseem in because I've introduced her to the world through Facebook and all of the other platforms because I was so caught up emotionally and spiritually. And I wanted to do something to sort of offset my anxieties about her as she came through different challenges. Now, she doesn't have to talk about anything she doesn't want to talk about today. I'm not here to query her. I'm not here to do anything more than just let Naseem be Naseem, and for everyone to have a chance to say, wow, that's Naseem, alive and in person right here at Coffee Break with Senabella. So without further delay, let me bring her into the room.
Hello. Hello. Hi, Mom.
Hi,
I'm
sweetie.
good.
How are you?
It's 5:00 in the morning, and I'm up with you, and I'm doing this show, and I love Coffee Break, and I got my coffee right here. So,
I heard that. Well,
yeah.
you know, I have the cup that you and Fisher bought for me when you all took me to you took me and we spent the night downtown in Chicago and
Yes.
a little shopping, and they brought me this cup because I had inherited my cat, and they saw that I was solely in love with my cat. So I drink a lot of coffee from this year. I work hard so my cat can have a better life, and believe me, a better life means like the upgrade on the cans of tuna.
Oh.
The Kimbo. If it's not the cans of tuna and the kibble, then it's about the where they take a potty at. I mean, having a cat is a big response. In fact,
It is.
it's
It
a
is.
daily
It is.
responsibility than it
Mhm.
is than it was for me all to get you all together. It's like after you all turn one, I can stop worrying about certain kind of things. But with cats, it's the same thing every day. It's wash, rinse, repeat every single day. Every single day. So
Yeah.
what's going on with you today, Naseem? What are your thoughts?
I'm getting up and I'm about to sing the song that I have for my alarm clock set every morning. If I have to wake up, I have the song Feeling Beautiful, waking me up. And my version of the song is I want to wake up feeling beautiful. I want to wake up with God's embrace holding me. I want to wake up feeling that I'm loved by Him, the one and only God. I just want to wake up feeling beautiful, that is giving me strength and courage to do what I have to do in the morning when I wake up.
Mm, that's beautiful, sweetie. Well, that was a surprise when you told me you had taken the song. When I wrote it, or when I first came up with the concept, I always send stuff out to my kids. So you, John, Fisha, Hakeem all received the Wake Up Feeling Beautiful song.
Yeah.
And it's my way of say extending the goodness and planting it into your homes.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you received it that way. And then you told me you put it on your clock, and I'm like, your clock? You're like, yeah, mine. Like, it wakes me up. Like, I need a clock like that.
My alarm clock, yes, because if I have to wake up in the morning, I want to hear that song. I want to wake up feeling beautiful because it gives you inspiration of waking up feeling good about yourself.
That's right.
Knowing that you could put in other words, and God's with you, or whomever may be next to you, your man or woman or whoever, giving you that encouragement that same day, that same embrace.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so it's worked for you.
Yeah.
Would you tell everybody else who I'm bringing into the show to be encouraged and sing the song and what have you?
That would be nice to hear what other people will have to say regarding that song. Yeah. How they wake up in the morning feeling, do you wake up feeling like, oh, I'm grumpy today and I don't like this song, or I feel happy?
Yeah. Yeah, because actually, sometimes I find I give myself the freedom, I just linger for a minute in my bed and I hear it in my head. Mm-hmm. It helps to inspire what my next thoughts are.
Yes.
That's what I have found to be so wonderful about having that early morning melody, mantra to kind of go with it. When you feel discouraged for whatever reason, because there are a lot of things that can creep into our spirit and change who we are, what we think.
Yeah, it can. You can wake up feeling great and think about what to do today or what to do in the next week, or how do I accomplish something when like today. What am I going to say today? Well, on here with you, and I'm just like, you just said, girl, just do it. I'm just like, okay, just be me, and I'm being me, and without the worries of, oh my God, what do I say?
Well, one of the things I find interesting about you, Naseem, is that you really have a spirit of overcoming. I mean, you don't linger in things for a long time. And I'm not like that. I have always lingered in things like constantly. I overthink it. But you seem to be more, you move and transport yourself from one situation to another so seamlessly, it appears, that oftentimes it's been hard for us to know whether you were okay or not in whatever you were going through. What do you attribute to that?
Yeah. I don't like talking about what I'm going through too much, because I don't like the feeling of people lingering over me to make sure that I'm gonna be okay. Or, like that feeling of, like when people take pictures and they're just all around you and you're just like, please stop. Mm-hmm. That's me sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I just don't like feeling that way. I like just holding to myself and knowing that I have God taking care of me and knowing that I will be okay. So I go through the feelings myself. So I linger that way so others don't have to worry about me so often. So I don't have, so they won't have to worry about what I'm doing or how I'm feeling or, so their mind won't go cuckoo buzz because of me. I want to make sure that they're okay also at the same time. So they don't have to worry about me. So that's what I go through all the time when I am in disarray or in pain or anything like that. A lot of things I have to go through.
Well, when people love each other, the first things that we're thinking of as we look to care for those that we love is, are they in pain? Are they lonely? What do they need? Have I called them? Oh my God, did I forget about them in some moment? When a loved one is not doing great, the impact that it has on the other people is greater than they can know, because people will either shy away from it because they don't know what to do or how to do something. And you seem to be saying that you're alleviating those circumstances by saying, let me just show up strong all the time. But how has that affected you?
It does. I tend to keep it to myself a lot. Even though I want to help others, I tend to keep it to myself, like I keep saying, and going through my head, because it just seems normal to me. I'm always my one person. I'm the one who's always there for me. I have to take care of myself first, and to know that I have to do myself first. That's why I have God inside of me also. But at the same time, I could call my mom or my sisters or, my sister and talk to them regarding, my issues or how to handle some things.
You and Nafisha are really close.
Me and my sister are getting close. Yes. We've gotten so closer, much closer now. Yes.
And
yes.
What I have up here, Sissy Magic.
Yes. My sister. I love my sister. Yes. My sister. Yes.
Sissy. Yeah.
Yes, my sissy. That's my sister.
Yeah. What's it been like for you to have such a love and do talk about you and Nafisha a little bit?
Me and Fisha, well, growing up, me and Fisha didn't have that same connection because she was more into the prissy makeup, hang around with her girls a lot. I was more tomboyish. I was hanging around with my brothers all the time. My brother Hakeem all the time, and hanging around with him and his buddies and throwing rocks and getting into dirt and getting transformers and and watching cartoons and doing little things like that. I didn't do all that girl things like I did with Fisha. I didn't do all those things with Fisha.
It didn't appeal to you.
It didn't appeal to me. Female stuff, it did not appeal to me. I didn't feel like I had to be feminine. So I didn't feel that at all. I think I became more feminine when I got married, but then even when I got married, I don't think I still was feminine enough because I was drinking too much, but that's another story. But growing up with my sister, Nafisha, it was really good. It was really good to know that we've grown up to the point where we can become stronger than we have been.
Well, you use the word feminine, Naseem. I want to kind of explore that a little bit, because femininity is a lot of things. It's not always in how we dress, what makeup we put on, or lipstick, right? It's not about how we dress. So how do you identify with your feminine self?
With me being feminine, to me, it is about, dressing up and more girly, I guess, with heels and lipstick, and
Yeah, but
that,
you, the
that's
truth
what I
is,
see.
you always thought you looked great the way you are.
I look fine the way I
That's what
am.
your attitude. Me, Nafisha, and I've always talked about, and your brothers, how you never worried about whether or not you had on lipstick or got your nails and stuff done and stuff. But when you go get it done, you're very, very much more exaggerated.
Then I guess I can become more. I am pretty, yeah.
Well, you think that anyway. That's my
I
point.
think that anyway. Yeah, I'm more natural.
Well,
I,
there's a beauty in that. I mean, there's a lot of women who suffer from beating themselves up, not matching, not standing into somebody or something that is, say, hey, Sheena, that's her cousin. Hey, and good morning, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so we're discussing that the feminine aspect and
of me.
and Serenity Faith. What a pleasure to have you. And thank you, Serenity. We're still praying for you, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey,
Oh.
Tisha. Hey, sister. Hey, sissy.
Studio.
My sister.
So where were we?
So being me is just me. It's just this is who I am. I'm natural. I'm just like you. If you don't like me for who I am, then you just don't like me. I'm not gonna kiss anything to make sure that you like me. I'm this spirit. I am who I am. I could get mouthy. I know I can because that's me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get to know me and understand who I am, the person that I am, I'm cool. I'm gentle. I'm just like, hey, want to kick it? Let's kick it. I've come to the point where in my life I had to realize me as growing up. I had to realize.
Was it hard to do in a family of brothers and a sister and a mom? We're very all of us have very strong personalities.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, definitely.
We think you have the strongest. Everybody says, "Oh, Naseem, don't say that to Naseem. You know she's going to give you the truth."
I will. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. Yeah. And most people don't like it because I'm harsh about it sometimes. I'll tell you what it is. I don't like to bite my tongue. It depends what it is. I don't like to bite my tongue on what I have to say to you. It depends on what it is I might have to say to you. But I don't mind criticism either. Either. I'm not sure exactly how you say it. I don't, because I like the criticism back to me because that makes me more stronger and more aware of what I am and who I am.
That's really interesting, Naseem, because a lot of people are concerned about what they say and how other people receive it. And I don't find you to be disinterested in the concern of other people, but I think that you are pretty much identifying what we know of you. You've always been very, very forward in your thinking and actions and so forth. But then there's that really soft side of you that makes us love you so much because you care so much about people and other things. How has your having to go through so many different challenges affected that sweet side of you? Has it affected it? Has it made you softer? How's that come about?
I think it's made me softer, but at the same time, it's making me hard and put my guard up because me being like I'm about to cry like right now, because I've been through so many things in my life since I've been born. I had a heart murmur when I was born, and growing up, I was the only one who was sick. Really, actually, of the children of us 4, I was the only one who was really actually just sick a lot. But I've gained strength through it. In high school, I got my brain tumor, cancer, and then after brain cancer and tumor, and then I got a hysterectomy in 2017, and then I have so many battle scars on my body that I've been through and that I've hidden, and it's made me stronger than what it is. And it's a battle.
Did you,
um,
did you stop loving yourself in the process?
I didn't stop loving myself too much, but I did at one point because
Naseem, I just want to read something that Serenity Faith sent to you. She says, Naseem, you are so beautiful. Your spirit is what matters the most. I've always told your mother that you're just a beautiful soul and that God gives his toughest battles to his greatest soldiers.
oh, thank you.
I'm in love with Serenity, and we've never met. She's one of those unique opportunities that I've had over the years to become very, very sort of entrenched with spiritually and sister-wise and whatever. And I support her completely, solely. Love it.
Yes. Thank you, Serenity. Yes. Thank you so much.
Serenity.
That was deep. Yes. To understand yourself, to know yourself, to have to go through yourself to understand what you're going through. Like right now, I just finished doing radiation for breast cancer, and I finished doing radiation in December, and now to come forward to this, I found another lump on the same breast on the left side, and I have to go get another mammogram tested for that to make sure that nothing's there. But like I said, I'm gonna leave it to God and praise that it will turn out to be good. Also, that took a lot for me to even say that. I am grateful and blessed that I do have. I talk about God a lot because God is deeply rooted in me now. I've been through.
We're going to take a break really quick and come back and talk about you and God and the first conversation we had before you got married. And you're
no, gosh. Oh no.
You are, people don't know, she's funny.
Go here.
Oh my God, she's so funny. She's super funny. She's super funny. This girl here. So let me let me just run to commercial break real quick, and we'll be right back. Stay with us, and everybody, please leave your comments. We'll be back in a few seconds.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the female solution.
Now, I just want to put this up real quick because okay, so I have a producer that's working the show for me, and she's just amazing. And so you are Naseem.
Yes.
And that really is what makes you who so unique. And I say that not because our daughters or our sons are not who they are, but you have sort of instinctively positioned yourself to be real in front of everybody all the time. And even the vulnerability is very wonderful. It's very alive and honest and truthful. And it's not always easy for me to have you in front of me. I get upset because you won't allow me to nurture you. You're like such the queen warrior that you like, Mom, I got it. And I'm over here in Chicago and you're in California and I'm going, what the crap? And so I cry a lot. And so if you're not crying, I'm crying for you. And I'm praying for you all the time. But, that's some of the pain of being a mother, right? You just have to let go and trust God. And so I want to talk about God for a minute, because I remember just before your husband came and swept you out of my house, which I was very, very much against.
Oh, that part.
Yeah. So Naseem was in school for American Sign Language at Columbia. And she meets this brother. And she's on the phone with him all the time. And I'm like, okay, cool. This is normal. And so she starts also on her journey to discovering her spiritual self. So she started reading the Bible and everything. And so I'm coming home, she's reading the Bible and she's going to church, or she's talking about joining and doing all these things. And then all of a sudden she says to me one day, look, Mom, I don't know. I can't marry anybody who's not into God like I am. She was like very clear about it. I need that person to be this, that. He had to come up to point. So how did you manage that when you got to Justin?
Alcohol. That's so funny because I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this when I woke up this morning, because I was thinking of how to explain myself of
Did you
how
just say
alcohol.
Girl.
So what happened? I met Justin in 2016. Not to say that he's a bad person. He's not. It's just that when I met Justin, I did start drinking again. And
so you were drinking.
I didn't drink. I didn't drink when I had my brain tumor. But when I started with Justin, the alcohol brought me back to drinking alcohol again, because he drank military. So.
Let's go back a second. When did you start drinking?
When I was 9.
What?
I started thinking I was 9, 10, 11, yeah.
I think you kind of touched on it with me before, but I don't think I knew the time.
Because I started drinking, this is another deep point. I started drinking rum and alcohol when I was younger. I didn't stop drinking rum and alcohol until I turned 30. And I told my father what I was doing. And at that time he was with his wife now. And they just thought I was just trying to kill myself, and I wasn't. It was just a thing. But knowing that I stopped because I had the brain tumor when I lived with my mother, and I turned 15, I got my brain tumor, and I was like 16, 17. I stopped drinking, but when I got to the point where I met Justin and he drank, it got me triggered again, and I started drinking. And I didn't stop drinking until I went to AA in 2012.
That's a whole lot, Naseem, and I know there's a lot to unpack, and so I'm not going to put that on you. But I'll just say this to you, that that is part of what makes, I believe, you to have become such a remarkable human being, because I did become aware of the fact that you were drinking, and it was during the time you were married, and I was shocked, and that he was drinking, and you all had such a quick escapade of a marriage, even though you had a very long marriage. I mean, you all were doing so many things because you all were traveling all over the world, and his family was so entrenched in Chicago, and so you had all of these things around you that made it appear to be something that really wasn't. But I think that we all have like a secret passageway where we escape to, and it may not be alcohol. It could be other things. It doesn't have to necessarily be drugs or alcohol, but we find ways to escape, but somehow you still seem to have come through this here door, out of Pandora's box and into this here dynamic person that you are today. And I say that not just as your mother, but I say it as someone who admires you for your strength. Because you know how many times I've tried to kidnap you and bring you back to Chicago. So Serenity says here, everything that you're going through is God's purpose for something greater. You're strong. I can see it. I can hear it. This is your testimony, Naseem. You haven't given up. God is keeping you. Take the nurturing for your mother. She is God's greatest gift to you. She loves you so much. Thank you, Serenity. Thank you. Look, I have to tell you, I hope my kids are like,
trust me.
I think you all look, because I don't ask for anything either. And so you all can call and say, hey, how's it going, Mom? And I'm like, oh, I'm good. And I can have like a treasure trove of
trust me, yes. Trust me. Yes,
All
trust,
of
trust.
my kids are the same way. I mean, you all will not call and complain.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll call.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Fisha, what's going on, Mom? You know, I'm on my way in, but she won't ever say or confess anything. All of you all are like me, and a part of me wish that you all were more vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you,
Anyway,
but it's amazing how we become sculpted into the human beings that we are.
yes, yes, I've healed through calling you because Justin said you always call your mom, you always calling your mom. And I'm like, my mom is the one who can get me through what I'm going through
Uh-huh.
because she can talk to me and make me feel something that I haven't felt because I didn't have a lot of girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't trust a lot of females, and I still don't, but that's another issue. But at the same time, my mom and my sister, I'm telling you this right now, my mom was my strength. She was always there for me. If I need something to call, do, I'll call her mom, and I'll be sobbing, and she would like, baby, it's okay. You know, calm down. God got you. God this and this and this and God. And I'm just like, okay, and sobbing and still sobbing. And she just like, mom is just like, she was my mom. You know, she's there for me. You know, she is now. I could talk to her and say some rude things, and she just, and we'll hang up. Next thing you know, I'll call back. Mom, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say this. And she'd be like, I know, baby. I know. You're going through this. I know. And I'm just like, okay. Yeah. So,
Naima Latif, the founder of
mm,
Female Solution, has sent you a message. She says, thank you for sharing a powerful story of resilience. Yeah,
yeah.
Naseem's story, Naima, is amazing. And I tell her all the time she needs to write a book. And I've asked her to start speaking into a recorder and recording her thoughts so she can get some kind of idea of how to make that transition. But Asada would be a great person for you to continue to talk to because she is all about that sauce and the things,
That is.
books and so forth. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. That's
Person.
all it is. Yes.
You listen, you go ahead and throw your thing up real quick because I seem to get that connection and to know she's solely connected to you. But you also
Mm-hmm.
have a thing
Yeah,
that
it's like, yeah.
there's so many things that I put up here today, and I want to put this real quick because this here speaks to you say your wound is probably not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility, and I think that's
Mm-hmm.
powerful. But this is the other one. You said sometimes wisdom looks like this. Can you talk about that? She sent me these images too, by the way, y'all.
About help. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Having the right help about honoring path. Oh, wow. That was this picture right here that you see right here is when I was going through AA. And this lady next to me, I can't remember her name. She helped me a lot through talking and through surviving in AA.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say she's the only one because she's not, but at the same time, this person, I forgot her name. I can't remember her name. She was really thoughtful and grateful. And she helped me through a lot of what I was going through.
Well, I'm just going to be real honest. It's hard as a parent when your child is getting their direction and help and favor from someone you don't know. So while I was really happy that you had taken up, that you got into AA, I was jealous and you were like talking about her all the time. And I was like, I want to be that rock. But I'm so grateful that I realized also that I wasn't equipped to give you what she was able to give you, what that experience had given you. And what's so awesome about it is I remember when you went to Japan to live, right? And you were there and you were trying to start your own AA. Talk about that. That was so funny.
I tried talking about a woman's AA because women don't understand that we need help too.
Mm-hmm.
Women don't understand that we have to ask for help when we're drinking. But alcohol takes over our minds so much and so powerful that we don't see that. We don't see that part of us, that ugly side part of us. We just want to go out and have fun and drink and hang out and smoke and do all those things that we do. And AA brings that part of God out of us, of understanding how can I focus on me? How can I focus on being strong for myself? How can I make apologies to people that I've hurt?
Mm.
How can I go through these emotions and reading the things that the books have taught me in AA, and making my strength come out to understand who I am.
Mm.
Because I didn't know that. I didn't know that this was me. I forgot. Remembering what I did when I was alcohol, I was like, oh my gosh, I did all those things.
Like
I did,
sometimes
it was like a shock. It was like oh my gosh, I did those things.
well, I'm gonna tell you one of the moments that was really life-changing for me in understanding the road of alcoholism or addiction, right? Was when you said you didn't know your uncle had died, and he had died for some years, Uncle Ricky. And this was just some years back. It's not that long ago. And I said something about my brother Ricky and him being gone. And you said, Uncle Ricky's gone. So that time lapse that you experienced between alcoholism and getting sober, those are the years that he passed. And then you had to face that reality in your sobriety. How was that for you in that moment?
Well, let's go back. So I believe that me being alcoholic, it triggered me. It not triggered me. Let's go back. When I became the alcoholic that I was, I think that it messed up my marriage also. Let's put it like that. Let's go with truth.
But you were alcoholics.
Yes, because I was alcoholic.
Yeah,
so and I didn't understand, because I am, like I said, mouthy, and I didn't understand the things that I went through with my husband. And the things that I went through and the pain that he had to suffer while I was drunk, because I noticed, going back and thinking about how I wasn't that wife. I wasn't that person that he should have had. I wasn't that person that I could have had to myself. And so when
I see you assuming the responsibility of yourself, but I'm so sorry, baby. Go ahead.
So at the same time, so when I did go to AA, I still was drunk, and I didn't finish sign language because sign language because I was too busy drinking, and I did not finish American Sign Language because my mind wasn't there. Only this was there. And I remember sitting in the car and I had to go in for a test, and I didn't do it because I want to drink, instead of me going inside and taking the test for a sign language. Even though Justin helped me, but I didn't want to. And so at the same time, I think that because of who I became, that person, with me having a brain tumor at the same time, I just finished having a brain tumor and I go back to drinking, and me drinking caused that effect of me being another person, because it didn't make me who I was, who I should have been.
Wow.
And I think that out of seeing who I was and the path that I had to go down made me become stronger, and made me see who I am, because I had to realize who I was.
Naseem, you got another message from Zelda Robinson, and she says, Grand Rising, beautiful queen teachers. Thank you, Zelda. Likewise. Thank you for your vulnerability. You are a great example to follow.
Thank you.
I've
Thank
been
you.
saying that to Zelda. Thank you for saying that. Serenity, all of you, what you're saying and leaving here for her to read, because so many things and so many times have I said to her, to Naseem, about her journey and how impactful her story is. Because the reason I didn't know a lot of things is because she didn't speak it, but that's not because that's what how strong she was. It was how weak she was. And it wasn't because, and I didn't know, not because I didn't care or wasn't present to care for it, but because, you know, I went through a divorce and I ended up being a single mom when they were with me. And so I worked a lot. And as a single mother, you take on a lot of roles. And my kids always seemed so resilient and capable. And so I didn't see their downsides. And I was really, 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 my kids will tell you, my mother had us working and paying our own bills at 16 years old. I told them all, look, get a little job, and I don't care what you do. You give me a third of your money. You're going to open a bank account. You're going to start doing these things. And they did that. And they were like, our mom makes us work. And I remember Fisha had a friend who wanted to come one summer, and her father said, my daughter told me she couldn't come. Your daughter said that she has to work if she's going to stay in the house. Remember Tia? And so her father called me and he said, look, if I pay you, can she come? And I'm like, he said he wanted to come just for the lesson. I was like, but I mean, you know, for me, it was more about, I need to make sure my kids are walking this line and that they're going to be okay. I didn't want circumstances to come upon you in your life to change you in any way that was negative. And I was afraid of that, you know, and so I just basically gave you the jewels that I had at that time.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so big for me to just sit here with you, because I think that I have a great relationship with all four of you, but in four different ways. And I feel very proud of your mom.
Yeah. We're all different. Yeah.
Yeah. And then let's talk about this though, Naseem, right here, because we got to add this. Let's talk about Big Brother John. And
John's my world right now, and John's my world.
So
I moved from Virginia, Virginia in 2020 to come live with him in California, Port Hueneme, California, because I needed to get away from my husband, who I'm divorced now from, Justin. And John, my big brother, almighty John, has helped me go through some things. I took a lot out on him because I wasn't over Justin, and I wasn't over through the things that, you know, he put me through. And so I took it out on my big brother. But my big brother, I told John this, and he understood what I was going through, and he helped me cope with a lot of things, you know. And he started giving me these big bear hugs, and I love the bear hugs. I never had those before. I never got the loving and the hugging and the squeezing and the, you know, the hugs that I've received from John, my brother. And I just thank him all the time, every day. That I'm grateful, and I appreciate everything that he has given me and still giving me today. You know,
I think that's probably one of the most admirable relationships I've seen. Have a brother just invite you into his space and say, just take care of yourself, get well, and whatever you can put into the household, you can do that.
Yeah.
But,
He's my caregiver, my. I
thought it would work out like that, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't think that it would be terrible, but, you know, I kept trying to get you to come here with me. I became jealous also of that relationship. I was like, you know what? How is it she's there and she's not here with me? And so when you would be here with me, I would just be like, okay, I got to get over it. She's going to go back home to John. It was like John had replaced me. And so I was always looking to be number one with everything. And then I had to learn how to let go. And it's such a vulnerable stage for a mother, or probably any parent, father, mother, to have to let go of a child if they see still needs something and you're not sure what it is, but you want to be around to see it just to make sure they don't trip and fall and bust their mouth or their nose or something. And so you came into this place in your life where you are now, and here comes this situation again. I was like, oh my God, please, Lord, no, not cancer again. But even still through this course, and I don't want us to get back into the whole cancer conversation, but why don't you talk about some the things that you're doing that make you happy? I know you've been why don't we just do your countdown on your health real quick? Like, what are the things that your challenges are real quick? And then why don't we get to your happy place? Because I want you to talk, I want you to talk about things that you do that make you happy, you know.
Because I'm happy.
Yeah.
I like,
I wish Fisher was on here because really the truth is we got stories about you. One day when we're gonna do it, we're gonna put Fisher and you up. And look,
oh no, all four of us.
Yeah, it takes my kids to roast each other. I promise you. They do the roast.
That'll be a whole nother story.
Pot roast, right? That's probably why they like beef pot roast. But yeah, Naseem.
But me being happy now is that I'm here and I get to find me. That's what I'm happy for. I get to find me and understand me. It's a great thing to understand oneself, to understand what you have to put yourself through, the agony, the pain and the crying, and be like, oh man, and then understand that you can't ask for help. You can't reach out and ask for help and say, let me ask this person for help. Let me, go through what I have to go through and face your own challenges. It's hard. It's hard to understand you, who you are, because you want to be great for yourself, not only, but to make sure that everybody else understands what you are and who you are. Because going through what I've been through, a lot of people don't understand. And to reach out to other women to see if they understand, going through what I had to go through, for women to understand that it's going to be okay, and to know that God's there and there are other people out there who can help you. And you have to understand that you have to love yourself first before anything. You have to put yourself first. You have to put yourself first before anything. I know you have children and everything, but you still got to put yourself first, because if you don't put yourself first, go take care of them children. If you don't put yourself first, go take care of that man. If you don't put yourself first, go take care of anything. So you have to know you and understand you, and to put yourself first before anything, because without you, what is there? And I have to learn that.
Wow. So
this is my circle.
Yeah, it's just your circle. Talk about your circle. We're gonna go to a break after you talk about your circle, and we're gonna come back right back.
Okay.
Let's take a quick break and then come right back.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also three sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Three Black Moms.
I love that.
I like that. 3 Black Moms. I like that a lot. Yeah.
That's a lot. So
3 Black Moms.
we're getting close to closing out, and I want to make sure we hit as many marks as we can. So I'm going to let you just kind of talk about this a little bit, and we can move through.
To reach God, you have to know yourself. To reach God, you have to understand yourself. To reach God, you have to be willing to be open to know yourself. You have to be willing to understand yourself. To reach God, it doesn't take too much because God's going to be there no matter what, always and forever. But for me to reach God, I had to learn how to be there. I had to learn how to pay attention. I had to learn how to cry when I have to cry. I had to learn how to be like, God, help me. I had to learn how to be like, God, understand what I'm going through and understand that, I need your help and understand that I can reach out for help and understand that, this is me. And to reach out to God and to have butterflies and the world around me and to understand everybody else may be going through the same things or are going through the same things. And to understand this as a person, it opens my eyes to know that I'm not alone. And I've learned that from everybody open up, talk to God. He's always there for you. Be blessed.
Well, one thing's for certain, Naseem, if I've done nothing today, I've heard your voice in such a distinctive way. And I think that maturity, that awareness, and that vulnerability has certainly taken present with you. And I see also that there's a journey that you're coming into that I had not ever even thought about at this moment. Mm-hmm. But that I think that we may have touched on it at some part, that your healing and what you've gone through is going to be a great representation of truth and a place of a foundation where other people can tap into from your story. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say, I love you, love you, love you. And I'm so proud to have you as my child. Naseem means a breath of fresh air, and you certainly live up to that. Naseem is funny as crap. So as we've gotten the big funny part of her, the big serious part of her today, she sings and she says that she's not the singer, but she'll sing out loud, because I'm happy. She'll just go for it. And we're like, oh my God, Naseem,
And I am loving you. Oh, I'm not going. No. That's John's song.
Well, Naseem, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to close out. I'm going to play a video that I created that has your messages in it for everyone to see before we close out and go to our last commercial. I love you, love you, love you. And I'll be talking to you this morning.
I love you too.
I love you, sweetheart.
Yes.
Okay. And let me see, what do we have? What am I looking for? Where is it? Here it is. Why don't we all take a look at Naseem's little musical journey that I put together for her.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsahamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, John Couillon. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, ngiabonga. Senegal, jaref. Kenya, asante. Israel, toda. Pakistan, shukriya. Afghanistan, tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you running behind, but it's been a wonderful thing to have you here. Peace and blessings upon you. Any comments and any favors and prayers, I accept, and thank you so much, and sending right back to you. I'm Senabella. It's a great time to have a coffee break with you all morning long on Fridays at 7 a.m. I'll see you again soon. Peace and blessings.